We've got baseball. We'll see the Chicago White Sox as they play against the Kansas City Royals. And it happens here on 2K Sports.
Well, if you can get one deep enough, it might end up right there. Kauffman Stadium is our site today. The home field advantage goes to a pitcher's yard today. We're in Kansas City with the Royals. I'm Gary Thorne with Steve Phillips and John Kruk. We get ready for the first week of MLB on 2K Sports. Bruce Chen, he's the starting pitcher. And he gets going against these White Sox hitters. What do you think's in store?
Not a very good matchup for this lefty on the mound right here, as this lineup can powder some mediocre pitchers. So he really is going to have to move the ball around and keep these hitters off balance.
Let's show you the lineup for the White Sox. And Alex Rios to lead off. Last outing for the White Sox proved to be a win. And anytime you can dominate like they did in that series feels good. 3-for-3 sweep against the Indians in Cleveland. Swing and a rocket toward short. So Rios is set down. Now's a good time to take a moment to check out the Royals. Here's their defense. So, John, any individual stand up?
Well, Jeff Francoeur has been one of the best right fielders in baseball for a long time. He'll go get them, and what he does, though, is he absolutely shuts down a running game. An unbelievably strong, accurate throwing arm that always hits the cutoff man. He's a guy that you want in right field with the game on the line.
And he pulls into first base with that base hit. There's one down here.
Well, that's a great bunt right there. Well executed. He turned around late in the box to surprise the infielders, got it down and legged it out.
Here's the delivery. And I'm reaching that time. Strike one.
That two-seam fastball away is just screaming to be hit on the ground as the hitter opens up. Awfully tough to hit with that kind of movement.
And there's one. But he'll hang on to that, so they will get one. Well, brought to you by State Farm. Here's a look at the hitters who hit with the highest average with runners in scoring position last year. Well, take a look at Konerko. Third spot on the list for him.
Well, every year, teams leave a ton of runners on base, but I tell you what, this guy's not one of them that's going to leave a lot of guys on. He is absolutely fantastic in crucial situations. He puts the ball in play, and he helps drive in a lot of runs for his team.
Line shot into center field. And that one's put away to retire the side. So they pick up a hit, but leave a man. And we'll get to see Tony Pena pitching. He gets settled in for Chicago. And Steve, as you take a look at this Kansas City lineup, what do you think we're going to see?
When you bring in a guy out of the bullpen, you like to have some power stuff, and that's what Tony Pena brings. Power with that fastball. Now, he doesn't have a great secondary.
There's a smash towards the hole. And the leadoff man of this ball game's on board. See if they get it started early. The Royals lineup looks like this. And our scouting report, John, who are we watching for today?
Well, I love Mike Aviles. He's a guy who can absolutely catch the baseball at shortstop, one of the best in the game. But what I also like is he can swing the bat and do a lot of things. Every once in a while, he'll turn on one and hit it out of the ballpark. But he's a guy that's going to be a consistent 300 hitter throughout his career.
The pitch, and that swung on and hit. Rios. One away. Now a quick look for this game of the White Sox and how they are positioned in the field. John, thoughts on the fielders here?
Well, Alex Rios is expected to cover a lot of ground in the outfield. He has those long strides because of those long legs he possesses. And boy, when he gets it going, he can shut down a lot of balls in the gap.
0-1 count as that started off with a strike. It's the Kansas City Royals. They come off a win. In the final tally, they won the series going 3 for 4 against the Angels. There's a swing and a liner. There's one. Decides not to try for the double play. Hangs onto it. Season is shaping up now. Look at the White Sox. Final game with Kansas City is tomorrow. They'll get the homestand started against the Rays. Great series there. That series is 4 games. That one is hit well. Quentin's there. And he's there to retire the side. No runs on a hit, and they'll strand it. Both teams still looking for that. And if you are just coming on board, Gary Thorne, Steve Phillips, John Kruk, as we bring you Major League Baseball here on 2K Sports. The pitch, that one is hit pretty well. Gordon's there. And it's in there. He's got himself a base hit.
Well, a good piece of hitting right there. And anytime you get your first hitter of the inning on base, it could set up the potential for a big inning.
And Adam Dunn to bat.
Looking to build offensively off his last game where he had a couple of RBIs and trying to carry that into this one as well.
Quinton's at first. Swinging a shot down the left field line. Off the wall on a hop. Quinton around third, headed for the plate. He's in there. Wow, tremendous hustle all the way from first.
Well, that's a great job of coming through and bringing that run across. That's a great confidence boost right there with that swing.
And in the batter's box, it's Castro. Well, this offense, Steve, it's on the move, and now they'll try and carry this on in the ballgame.
That was a good piece of hitting right there. He got his pitch, took it.
Swung on, that is hit. Oh, my, that almost got him. I don't know how he got out of the way. And Dunn's home.
Now he's surrendered 3 straight hits. He's got to bounce back and get this guy. He needs an out.
No one out and a runner on first. Here's the pitch. Drops down a bunt. Picked up by Pena. Over to first for out number 1.
You want to get runners in scoring position. Sometimes you have to lay the ball down and get them advanced. That's what he did right there.
And if this runner scores, we'll go back and take a look at what just happened and say thank you very much.
Good team baseball right there.
Herring has a turn in the box. A liner headed for the hole. Betterment for 1. And he's going to hang on to it. No relay, so they will not get the double play.
As a third baseman, you have to be on the balls of your feet and react as the ball crosses the plate because it gets on you quickly. He has some kind of reactions down there.
And Alex Rios up. Ability to steal bases last year among the league's top 10. Good start offensively. We get the first 2 runs of the game coming here in the second. The White Sox on top. And it's Betterment batting. He swings on that 0-0 delivery, misses the fastball. Strike 1. Lifetime numbers 2 for 5 off Pena. Slider locked him up. He's behind 0-2.
Well, this starts out a strike and it ends up a strike. You got to swing the bat.
Hot shot towards the hole. Retiring Betterment.
Now take a look at the Kansas City Royals rankings last year in the American League. Second batting average, second best in base hits. They also showed up in the top 5 in triples, and that's a real credit to their hitting and base running. Aggressiveness coming out of the batter's box.
Here's the pitch. Fastball just misses. 1-0.
A front door 2-seam fastball, trying to throw it inside, letting it tail back to the inside corner. Couldn't quite catch the corner, though.
That one swung on, hit in the air. Oh, a foul ball. That swung on, hit on the ground. Herring. And he's aboard. And that will bring Melky Cabrera to the plate.
Well, the pitcher did everything he could right here. He got the ground ball like he wanted. But you see this runner, man, once he left the box, he is flying, and he beats this one out.
Right down the middle for a strike.
Well, the hitter's got to regret that one. He missed his pitch right down the heart of the plate. 4-seam fastball. That hurts.
He plays it on the hop. That's one. And Canerco hoping to get 2, but not going to happen. Only one away on that one.
Well, they get the lead runner at second, but they just couldn't turn 2. I know they wanted to.
And it's Jeff Francoeur now. He's got 1 hit, 5 lifetime at-bats off Tony Pena. And this at-bat already 0-1. First pitch. That one's drilled to short. And Francoeur has got himself a single. Kansas City gets a shot at it right now.
0-1 mistake right here. He throws it over the heart of the plate, and he pays for it.
Here's a look at the teams who got it done last year at the plate. Brought to you by State Farm. Number 1, the Rangers. The Royals in second. In third, the Twins. The Tigers fourth. And it's the Red Sox number 5.
One of the top hitting teams in baseball last year will be on display in this game today. And these guys, when they step out of the dugout, they're swinging the bats. These guys can put the...
Swing and lined up the middle. And it's through. Base hit for Escobar. Good offensive chance here.
Well, an outstanding piece of hitting to load the bases. Picks up that single, and now the pressure mounts.
It's going to be Kane now. This is the time to be a hero. Team's down, but hit right here and you're right back in the ballgame.
Well, no question about that. A hit right here puts them right back in this game. It changes the whole complexion.
Danks gets set and delivers. Good time to call for that changeup. 1-2. 1-2 pitch coming. And he looks at a fastball that's in there. Side retired. They pick up 3 hits in the inning. They leave the Sox full. The White Sox still ahead. And if you were just tuning in, hi, Gary Thorne along with John Crutch, Steve Phillips. We bring you Major League Baseball on 2K Sports. Swung on, hit. Oh my, how did he get out of the way of that? Those are scary. And pulls into first with a single. He's on with nobody out.
Well, anytime you get your first hitter up in the inning, big things could happen. It opens up a lot of holes in the defense, and it makes it a lot easier to hit for the guys behind you.
Cutter misses badly. 1-0. At the belt, the 1-0. Drilled towards the hole. This one right in between them for a base hit. So that puts Paul Konerko at the plate.
Well, this guy's always a threat to go. He steals a lot of bases, so they're going to have to keep a close eye on him, and maybe they'll make a mistake to the hitter paying attention to the runner.
Swung on line to right center field, and that looks like an RBI and a single. Get to take a look at one here that probably should have ended at first base.
Well, he had the burners on coming out of the batter's box and rounding first base. Great aggressiveness on his part. He didn't let up, and he gets in safely.
No indecision when he got to first base.
That's how you get in safely to second.
Here's Carlos Quentin in the box. One player picking up after another, Steve. This is a good offensive show going on, and they're climbing the ladder with it.
Now that last hit puts a little bit more daylight in this lead right now, Gary. They keep tacking on early.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. This one's hit pretty well to right, but it's going to be out of play. Not a comfortable lead yet, but it's an early statement.
Well, it's a statement that says, you know what? We're going to score some runs for our guy and putting pressure on the opposition's offense.
That's in there. Should score the runner. And Konerko also home. And the White Sox, they just keep rolling.
Number 32, Adam Dunn.
Well, the pitcher's got to be thinking to himself, what do I have to do to get an out? That's now 4 straight hits he's given up.
Runner on for Adam Dunn. And the offense here is putting on the show. Right now, they're in charge of this ball game.
Boy, after that quality at bat, I mean, this offense just landing some serious body blows on this pitcher in this game.
Boy, you see this get started, it only builds confidence in the hitters. Looked like a cutter right there, heading to his midsection.
Well, that was close. It almost hit him. And now after that pitch, you have to think the pitcher's going to go away. The hitter has to be willing to dive back out there again.
That's one down. And they'll hold him at first base. Take a look at what's coming up for the Royals. One game left for the White Sox. That's tomorrow. And they'll be taking on the Tigers, led by Carlos Guillen. That series bound to be competitive. That's Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Following that, it'll be a road series to play the Twins in their hip. Swing and a drive, deep left center. That's 2 gone. So 2 down now. Runner holding at first. And Beckham's in the box.
I don't know if you got a chance to see his last ball game, but he picked up 2 hits in that one, swung the bat well.
Runs up to bunt, gets this one down. And Pena gets to it. Fantastic chance here.
Well, you don't see this that often. The defense wasn't expecting the bunt with 2 outs because it's bad baseball. Because right now, the next guy has to get the job done. He just passed the buck.
And the first pitch. Drops down a bunt. Pena. And he gets in there, no contest. And that's going to plate Alex Rios.
Number 51.
This isn't good baseball right here. It's kind of selfish baseball. You're in a position with 2 outs. You've got to try to drive in a run. You've got to swing the bat right there. You just made the next guy have to try to get the big hit.
Way out there with the curveball, 1-0. Batting average for him, we look at last year, it was just .211 against the Royals here at Kauffman Stadium.
And the hitter knows that coming in, that he struggled in this ballpark, but you know what? He has confidence in himself. He thinks he can turn it around this year.
He swings now and really hit that. And that's out number 3. They get 6 hits in the inning, but wind up pushing across just 3 runs. White Sox, they've got a commanding 5 runs. Mike Aviles to lead it off.
Number 30.
Here's the first one. Liner towards the hole. The dive, and he's got it. What a catch. With that dive, he robs him of a base hit.
Well, that ball was ticketed for right field, but he stretches out and able to just snag it in his glove. Great play.
And Butler's in the box. Top 5 hits last year. There's a strike from Danks, now 0-1.
Well, you want consistency, especially with your better players, and obviously one of the leaders last year to this offense, his big bat in the middle of the lineup, so they want him to get it done again.
The pitch. And Butler lets it go outside for a ball.
Big-time offensive production last game out there. 3 RBIs in that one, and I think some real momentum coming into this game.
Beckham's got that one. And Butler retired. We hope you can't get enough baseball. There'll be more this Saturday. We'll see Evan Longoria and the Tampa Bay Rays. They travel to Chicago to battle the White Sox at U.S. Cellular Field. You can watch all the action starting at 4 o'clock Eastern. And it's Alex Gordon now. 4 for 18 last year against the White Sox. And there's the inside pitch from Danks.
We're going with the cut fastball in the inside corner here. He tries to bust him in on the hands, but the ball runs back, just misses the corner.
And Gordon with a swing and a miss. That is a strike. The count evened up. Here's the 1-1. There's a called strike in the inner half. Now 1-2.
A cut fastball just ran inside on the hitter's hands. He had no chance to even get out and swing at it. Tough pitch.
Good patience. Alex Gordon letting that one go by. It evens the count.
Had a real strong offensive game last time out. 3 big base hits.
There's a swing. Fly ball down the line and left. And it's going to be Quinton. And that's going to do it in this half inning. And a good defensive half inning. 3 up, 3 down. The Royals unable to get on the board. It'll be batters 2 through 4 due up next. Leading it off, Brent Morrow. He singled and later scored in his last time up. And the first pitch towards the middle. And in there, 3 for 3 ball game.
Well, we've got a moment to look back to last year's Chicago White Sox. Let's see how they ranked. Second in batting average with runners in scoring position. Second in stolen bases. And they showed up in the top 5 in home runs. A power-laden lineup that could drive the ball out of the ballpark. Home run production, a major part of the offense.
Ball 1 to begin this at bat. 1-0.
Well, Gary, this is not looking real good right now. They've got to try to find a way to stem the tide here.
And he's got it. Over to second for 1. On to first. Safe. Can't get the back end of that one.
Well, they get the lead runner at second base, but I think they would have liked to have gotten 2 right there.
On away, here's Paul Konerko. Led the division last year in long ball. And he starts Konerko out. First pitch fastball misses badly that time. 1-0.
Well, Gary, obviously he's one of the better hitters in this lineup and a guy they go to for offensive production.
Fastball misses badly. He's behind 2-0.
Well, the White Sox 2010 season was filled with a lot of inconsistencies, but Paul Konerko was the guy that Ozzie Guillen could throw in the middle of the lineup and know what you were going to get day in and day out. Production and leadership.
Good offensive chance here. John, you talking about leadership for the White Sox from Konerko. He was their Triple Crown leader, average home runs, RBIs for the White Sox.
And he did it without any real protection in the lineup last season. But now Adam Dunn in this lineup, big-time protection.
Quinton gets a ground ball, picked up by Escobar. So Quinton is retired. And the run comes in.
Solid approach at the plate. Got a pitch that he could do something with it, that he could handle, and he picks up an RBI. Good job.
Adam Dunn with a runner in scoring position. Well, they've definitely got a rhythm going right now. Each player feeding off the other.
The runs just keep on coming right now. Quality at bat after quality at bat. A lot of outs left, but you know what? It looks to me like they're getting ready to put this one away early.
Hit sharply towards the hole. Gaderco's going to try and score here. And he's in there.
Now coming to bat.
They tried to go down with that 0-1 pitch, but it gets blasted right back for the base hit.
And with the way he went after that in the box, Steve, it looked like he might have been guessing down there.
Well, I'll tell you what, you have to make contact behind in the count. He got a pitch over the heart of the plate and took advantage of it.
And in the batter's box, it's Castro. Well, this may be one of those games where everybody comes to the plate and everybody gets on.
Boy, with so many runs here, this thing is getting away from him. It's turning into an absolute rout, Gary.
Throws to second. That'll be a force out and the third out. They pick up 2 runs, 3 base hits, and leave the bases empty. White Sox continue. If you're enjoying tonight's broadcast, time to be bundled up here if you're in the stands. Hot chocolate wouldn't hurt either. And it's Betterman batting. That's a foul ball. No balls, 1 strike. Here's Danks. Boy, that one is stung up the middle. Retiring Betterman.
For the Kansas City Royals. Number 27, Brian.
And it's Pena batting.
But John Danks established himself in 2010 as not only the best pitcher on the White Sox, but one of the best left-handed pitchers in the American League. And what you love about him is his dependability. He takes the ball every time you give it to him and gives you a strong outing.
Called strike, and it's 0-2. For Danks, he's also a strikeout pitcher. I mean, he'll get the big K. He had 172 last year, and that's a career high for him.
You know what's key for him in that situation, too? He commands his fastball, and then he throws the breaking ball in the same plane as where he threw the fastball previously. He figured out a plan to try to retire hitters.
And it's Melky Cabrera in the box now. He's 3 for 11 career off Danks. Looks at 1. That's in there for a strike.
With that good running action on that cut fastball, you think you're going to center it at the heart of the plate. It just moves off to the corner. He didn't offer.
And a ground ball. There's Canerco. And he'll step on first to retire the side. strikes gets him free up. For those of you just coming on board, Gary Thorne with Steve Phillips and John Kruk, bringing you Major League Baseball on 2K Sports. First pitch, here it comes. Ground ball. And so there he is at first base, and there's still nobody out.
Well, anytime you can get on base with no outs to start an inning, you know that an extra base hit will probably score you. But even if the batter behind you can figure out a way to get on base, now you have the potential for a huge inning.
Here's the pitch. Swung on, a fly ball down the left field line. This one to Gordon. Comes up with it in his tracks. Look at the teams who led the league in slugging last year. Brought to you by State Farm. Blue Jays #1, the Red Sox 2nd, 3rd the Yankees, the Twins 4th, and at number 5 on the list the White Sox.
Well, anybody can be pitched to. The problem is with this team, one of the top slugging percentage teams in the league last year, is when you make a mistake, they seem to end up for extra bases with this club. Everyone in this lineup has some sort of power. Even if it's not home run power, they have gap power. And that's a vital part of any team's offense.
Well, working on the 0-1 count now.
Well, they're getting blown out in this one, so they need to get out of this inning quickly without giving up any runs. And you know, with one out, they can get a double play. Well, this was a sacrifice situation, but the defense just didn't react properly once the ball was on the ground. Now everybody's safe.
Coming to the plate now, here's Morrow.
Pitch, you see their approach going at him in this one, coming off of his last game when he had 5 base hits, so they better be careful with him.
Up with it. 1 and 2. Double play. Only 5 pitches to get out of that inning. That'll rest your mind. White Sox 7, Kansas City 0. Leadoff hitter Jeff Francoeur. Now Francoeur gets set. He swings and nails a liner. No problem with that one. And Escobar settles in. He's 1 for 1 so far. 1 out, bases empty. Doesn't make contact on that Danks pitch. On the way. Swings, lines this one back up the middle, and he gets it down. He's 2 for 2 now.
But 1 out and a man on first base. That big single right there gives them a couple outs to work with to see if they can push him across the board.
It's going to be Kane now.
Teammates got to be feeling pretty good about him right now coming to the plate, knowing he's coming off of his last game when he hit one out of the ballpark, taking advantage of the pitcher being in trouble.
First pitch was a strike, 0-1 now.
That's a nice pitch right there to pound the hitter in, tie his hands up so he can't drive the ball.
Swing and a miss on the cutter that time. 2 down.
Good movement, 89 miles per hour. K-Camp shows it to you.
Aviles at the plate. One of the best hitters this team had last year. Runner on first, 2 away. And the first pitch. Swing, shoots this one towards the gap, right center. That one gets through for a base hit. Escobar's going for the extra. And Escobar comes in.
He's a big bat in this lineup and a guy that they count on to help drive in running.
Get to take a look at one here that probably should have been to first base.
Well, he had the burners on coming out of the batter's box and rounding first base. Great aggressiveness on his part. He didn't let up and he gets in safely.
No indecision when he got to first base.
That's how you get in safely to second.
There's a swing, fly ball down the line and left. And that gets down for a base hit. And he scores.
You talk about a guy that's been absolutely unstoppable at the plate this series. 9 hits already, and it's not over yet.
And we'll get to see Matt Thornton pitching. He's been chosen to take over out there. Thornton kicks and throws. First pitch, fastball, 0-1.
Well, moving a little bit closer right now, Gary, is what they need to do if they're going to try to come back in this game. Get base runners on, and they picked up 2.
And there's Dunn for out number 3. They pick up 2, 3 hits, strand the man. A display of determination coming from the catcher up to the plate. Trying again here, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here's the first pitch. Hot shot towards the hole. And he's in there, no play. And that'll bring up Paul Konerko.
Well, when you check the box scores after this game, you're going to see where this ball scored a base hit. Wasn't hit well, not pretty, but he'll take it.
A guy who can plate the numbers. He was in the top 10 in RBIs last year. And he starts Konerko out. Foul! That's it, foul by Konerko. There's a swing and a ground ball. And through for a base hit. He's now 3 for 4. Good day. Tremendous situation now for the White Sox.
Number 20.
Well, just what his team needed. He continues to swing a great bat. 3 hits from now in this ball game, and he's on with no outs.
Here's Carlos Quentin in the box. 5 for 18 last season against the Royals in Kansas City. First pitch he let go by, and it was a ball, 1-0. There's a swing, line drive, center field, and it's through. Quentin brings him home. Konerko's heading for third.
Now batting for the Chicago
Get to take a look at one here that probably should have ended at first base.
Well, he had the burners on coming out of the batter's box and rounding first base. Great aggressiveness on his part. He didn't let up, and he gets in safely.
No indecision when he got to first base.
That's how you get in safely to second.
And it's Adam Dunn at the plate. Swings, hits this one pretty well, deep right center. This one beyond him. It's going to be extra bases. And they get that run in. And that makes 2 runs in. And he'll stop at second base. That'll be a 2-run double.
27. Ramon Castro.
They're just teeing off right now. 4 straight hits, and clearly this offense is locked in.
And in the batter's box, it's Castro. This is a potent offense on the field. Back up the middle. And another one. It's contagious. Dunn around third, headed for the plate. And the run is in.
Well, this is unbelievable. I mean, this guy's completely lost it out there now. They've strung together 5 consecutive hits against him. Clearly, he's run out of gas.
Castro, the runner at first. Here's the delivery. Swing and a miss on a pitch that's in the dirt. Did not look good on that cut. And that's a strike. Well, maybe someone ought to have him step out for just a minute. He went after one in the dirt. Curveball in there for a called strike 3.
Let's see the pitch in the K-cam. It was a 12-6 curve.
Well, he'll get the batter looking at this one. What a nice pitch, low and away in the strike zone.
And he's going to take a slow walk back, trying to figure out what happened in that at bat.
Not a good feeling.
Here's the first pitch. Line drive. That's foul towards first. And another foul ball. And Pena setting his target. That one in play. Kane to field. 2 away. State Farm leaderboard recaps the biggest group of thieves last year in the league. Rays number 1. White Sox in second. In third, the A's. Mariners fourth. And we've got the Rangers. They are fifth.
But there's nothing like the stolen base.
A line drive towards the hole. And Bettman puts that away to retire the side. Big offensive inning. 5 base hits and 4 runs. White Sox. And it's Bettman batting. First pitch on the way. It's a grounder headed to Morel. Retiring Bettman. And it's Pena batting. Base is empty, 1 out. Thornton kicks and throws. And Pena retired. 2 away.
Designated hitter.
And Melky Cabrera up. He bounced out his last time. And he starts Cabrera out. And there's a called strike.
That fastball just froze him on the inside corner. Now we're going to see where he goes. Look for something soft, possibly away.
Fastball swung on and missed, and the side's retired. And they are retired in short order. Good defensive half inning. The White Sox still on top. Leading it off, Brent Morrell. 3 for 4 thus far.
Number 22, Brent Morrell.
The first pitch. And he lays it down. He'll try to beat it out. Tejeda makes it easily. No effort to get him. So he's aboard. Base hit. Nobody out.
The smart hitter, before he steps in the batter's box, checks the corner infield, where they're playing, how close they are. And if he sees bunt, you got to be ready when you get your pitch to deliver. Good piece of hitting.
0-1. First pitch, a slider for a called strike.
This is where you want to go with the breaking ball, to the outside corner. Paint the black. Get the call. The hitter gave up on it. He got the pitch he wanted.
Line shot into center field. And it gets down. That's hit number 3 on the ball game in 5 at-bats. He'll hold there at second base. Credit him with a double. Here's what that double's done for the win expectancy graph. RBI chance goes to Paul Konerko. 2 for 4 lifetime against Tejeda. And he starts Konerko out. Missed, ball 1.
Trying to get the ground ball out, you throw that two-seam fastball away from the hitter, trying to get him to reach and roll over it. He laid off of it here.
Hits off the wall on a hop. The first runs in easily, and they manage to knock in 2 runs. And he'll stop at second base. That'll be a 2-run double.
Number 20, Carlos Quentin.
Well, they just can't figure out a way to get this guy out. That's now 4 hits for him in this game.
Here's the pitch. Fastball is downstairs. 1 ball, no strikes. Pauses, and now the 1-0. And that catches the outer half for a strike. Quentin gets a ground ball. Doesn't get there in time. He is on.
Well, the pitcher's got to be thinking to himself, what do I have to do to get an out? That's now 4 straight hits he's given up.
And Adam Dunn, he'll be looking to drive something in. He doubled home a couple in his last at bat. Quentin's at first. Konerko at second. Here's the first pitch to Dunn. Swing, hot shot, picked up by Escobar. There's 1, but he'll hang on to that, so they will get 1.
For the Chicago White Sox, designated hitter number 26.
And in the batter's box, it's Castro. He has not hit well in this matchup. 188 against the Royals.
And just hasn't ever been able to get dialed in against his team throughout his career.
Castro, got that one. Gone. Goodbye, a 3-run shot. With that 3-run homer, they just extended their lead.
Gary, this guy just makes it look easy. A great smooth stroke, and what power driving it out of the ballpark.
And that is the kind of a shot, Steve, where even opposing players are admiring it.
I tell you, kids, that's how you do it. They have not figured out a way how to shut down this White Sox offense today. They look so good.
Nobody on base, 1 away. And here's the first one. He makes contact, line drive. Oh, wow, another hit. They just won't quit. And he's in at second with a double, 1-0.
Well, a guy that just continues to swing the bat well in this ball game. 3 hits right now so far. It comes with 1 out in the inning. Can it start a rally?
Herring at the plate. Flew out last time. Hunt will be the pinch hitter.
Well, they're looking to continue to tack on to the lead right here, hoping that he can come up with a big pinch hit and drive in some runs.
Well, maybe he needs a little vision clarity here. That one he went after, and it was clearly in the dirt. Misses for a ball to even things at 1.
Well, hitters know those two-seam fastballs down to the way turn into ground ball outs, so they lay off of it, but with 2 strikes, it's a pitch you have to swing at.
Lays off that, ball 2. And he squares around, gets down the bunt to Hayda. High throw, he is, oh boy, and now they can run. And he's still going on his way to third. And they bring him home. Oh, and a wild throw.
Center fielder, number 23, Mark Tian.
Well, what an at-bat right there. You know, you're talking about a guy coming off the bench cold. It's one of the toughest things to do in all of baseball, and he made it look easy.
Here's the pitch. Starts him off swinging at his shoe tops for a strike.
Pretty good location right there. That slider down in the strike zone. And you know what? After you saw that swing, you might want to come back with another. He's not seeing that one well.
0-1 the count right now after he fouled off that first one. Swing and a miss on the fastball, second out in the inning.
You know, sometimes in the bat can go 5, 6, 7 pitches and can start to foul off the 0-2 count. I like that he went right at him aggressively, strikes him out on 3 pitches.
Coming to the plate now, here's Morrill. He's 4 for 5 in this game. And that's by him 0-1.
Well, I tell you what, for a 2-seam fastball, he had some good movement and good pop on that one. Batter swung late.
And Pena picks it up. He's safe without a play. And the run comes in.
Number 17.
With a man on third base and 2 outs, your job is to get that run in no matter what you have to do. That's a good heads-up play, laying down the bunt and hustling down the line. That's good baseball.
And he lays off one, low, 1-0.
That 2-seam fastball is such an effective pitch. 1, because it gets ground ball outs, but 2, it sets up his other pitches.
And he throws on to first. That'll retire the side. They've really opened this thing up now. They've opened up a seemingly insurmountable advantage. Leadoff hitter Jeff Francoeur, 1 for 2 in the ballgame. Now Francoeur gets set. Strike 1 as Thornton gets him swinging.
Look, Gary, with this big a lead here in the 7th inning, it's incumbent upon the pitch.
Up the middle. And he gets it through. That's his second hit in the ballgame.
Well, a good start to this inning, but let's see if the guys behind him, after he starts out this inning with the single, can follow up and finish this inning off with some runs.
And Escobar settles in. And the first pitch, there's a swing and a line drive. The second, there's one. And they'll get the double play with a little help from Konerko. And that one's got to be a candidate for play of the week, Steve.
Well, you talk about shifting momentum. You get the ground ball double play, and all of a sudden you're back in the dugout ready to hit.
He delivers. Beckham's got that one. Throws on to first in time to retire the side. No runs, 1 hit, and no one left on base. The White Sox still ahead. Clean up back. And Paul Konerko to lead it off. He doubled and scored in his last trip to the plate.
Well, how about the 3 RBI so far for him? But a 2-way player impacts the game defensively as well, and we've seen him do it.
And he starts Konerko out. Lays off that one inside, ball 1. And Konerko, he got a lot of that one. And that ball is gone. Goodbye home run, and the White Sox are pounding it. They add to the lead. Man, what a big day these guys are having.
Well, another one right there, Gary, and that's 2 home runs and for this team today, and they're spreading the wealth.
Carlos Quentin in the box.
Well, this is a good move right here. You're bringing in the better defensive player for the guy who could be a little suspect in the outfield. Defense helps you win games.
No outs and nobody on base. First pitch to Quentin. And this misses, 1-0. Here's the pitch. That one swung on, hit in the air to deep right center field. And it's through into the gap. Should be extra bases. Quinton is headed for third. And he'll stop at third with a triple.
Well, with that hit right there, he's got the single covered, a double covered, and the triple covered. Let's see if he can go yard to complete the cycle.
Adam Dunn, can he drive in a run? He's got a runner at third. Bounced into a fielder's choices last time. Here's the first pitch to Dunn. Fouled away by Dunn. Here's the delivery. Ground ball, Butler. And it's through. Dunn brings him home.
What more do you need to see? Now you have to question his confidence. Giving up 3 straight hits. Not much going right out there at this point.
Second base occupied. Nobody out yet. And here's the first one. Let's that breaking ball go outside for ball 1. 3 hits, 9 at bats last year off the Royals. Here's the 1-0. Fastball just misses and he falls behind 2-0. Line towards second. And another. Wow, that hitting coach is smiling. And Dunn's home.
We talk about a guy who's just wearing out the opposition. That's a 4-hit day for him. He is locked in.
And the first pitch. There's a ground ball. And another hit back to back.
Well, this is unbelievable. I mean, this guy's completely lost it out there now. They've strung together 5 consecutive hits against him. Clearly, he's run out of gas.
Fastball too low. 1-0. The pitch. Runs up to bunt. Gets this one down. O'Sullivan easily to the bag. They didn't make a play.
Well, he's trying to advance the runners with this bunt. He's not bunting for a base hit, but once he got it down, he realized this is going to be a tough play, so he hustled down the line. They couldn't get anybody out.
And Martin to bat. Johnny gets going here against these White Sox bats. What are you expecting?
Well, versatility is what you think of when you think of Zach Miner. He can start, he can come in out of the bullpen. Thing about you're going to notice about him is he's not going to overpower you. He's not going to challenge you in the middle of the plate with the fastball. He's a guy who hits the corners. He's not going to put you on base. You're going to have to earn it, but you have to be patient with him.
And they score him. Now 2 runs are in. And he'll stop at second base. That'll be a 2-run double. Get to take a look at one here that probably should have ended at first base.
Well, he had the burners on coming out of the batter's box and rounding first base. Great aggressiveness on his part. He didn't let up, and he gets in safely.
No indecision when he got to first base.
That's how you get in safely to second.
And he can't run it down. That first run scores, and he's on his way towards third. And the second run scores. He'll pull into third. That's a 2 RBI 3-bagger.
17.
Okay, the defense needs to stop right now. They need to put up an out here. This offense just has been relentless this inning.
Runner on third and still no outs. That's going to bring up A.J. Pierzynski. He'll grab a bat and hit here.
Well, it's a luxury for the manager having a lefty coming off the bench like this guy. They go to him here, hoping it's the right move against the right-handed pitcher.
That's down. Runner could come home.
Well, they need a big out right here, Jeremy. They're giving up some runs in this inning. They need to get outs right now, just again to show that they can get them.
Now Paul Konerko batting with a runner on first. He is just a triple shy of the cycle now.
Well, it's the toughest leg of the cycle to get, but if he hits it into the gap, look at him run.
And there's ball 1. Last year's average not good. 194 against the Royals in Kansas City. Fastball low, 2-0.
Well, that fastball right there just missed, just below the knees. Tell you what, a borderline pitch. I think they wanted that one bad.
Ground ball, Butler. That's 1 out. And 2. They pull off the double play. Carlos Quinton at the plate, the 2 away. He has had a heck of a day thus far, and he's got a chance here to complete the cycle.
Gary, you have to expect he's going to be swinging from the heels. He knows he's going for the cycle.
Now the first pitch. This one swung on and driven hard. And he's there to retire the side. They break this thing open, an enormous inning here. White Sox continue to run away with Mike Aviles to lead it off. Not an RBI double this last time. And that's in there. Thornton ahead 0-1.
Well, it's getting late right now. They're down a bunch, so they need a big inning here. They can't wait till the ninth to try to come all the way back. They need to try to do something now.
Now State Farm gives us a look at the hit leaders from last year. There you see Butler. He's fourth.
Well, the more people you get on base, the more chance you have of scoring runs. And this guy can do it as good as anyone. He can hit, and that's what he does. He puts the ball in play. He makes things happen, but he seems to get a lot of hits. That's why he was one of the best at it last year in all of baseball. Gets on base, and he scores runs.
0-1. Thornton kicks and throws. Strike started off the at-bat 0-1.
Gary, I think right now that you've got to consider trading outs for runs if you're pitching. I mean, listen, just keep getting outs right now. The countdown's there. You only need 4 outs left to win this ballgame.
So he ended that half inning with a strikeout. In, out of the inning. 6 pitches and it's over. The White Sox still on top. And Adam Dunn to bat. He'll start us out here in the last inning of regulation. Here's the first pitch to Dunn. And that misses for a ball.
Well, this guy has some great late breaking sink on his fastball. It's his out pitch.
Hit on the ground. Aviles there. Retiring Dunn. Even though the hitters know it's coming, Steve, that out pitch you're talking about, with that movement, it's tough to get under it.
Well, that's the issue. The sinker down in the zone. Hitters tend to swing over the top of the ball or top the ball directly into the ground.
Here's the first pitch. A swing line to left center. This one into the gap, rolling towards the wall. Castro, he's headed for third. And he'll stop at second base, and it will be a double.
Oh, with that big hit right there, he only needs a triple to complete the cycle. But hey, that's the toughest one to get. Let's see if he can do it.
And Beckham's in the box. Just faced each other a couple of times, 0 for 2 against Zach Minor. Near first, and it's through. That's a base hit. And Castro's home.
Coming to bat.
Well, they just keep adding to the lead right now. That ought to be enough to carry him through the bottom half of the inning.
One out, man on first. First pitch, here it comes. First pitch is a sinker, too low, 1-0.
Wow, he had some good bite on that one right there, but the hitter wouldn't chase it.
And he lays one down here. Minor on to first. That's out number 2.
I don't know if he did that on his own or whether the manager told him to do it, but clearly not a lot of confidence that he could get a hit there. Now they get the runner in scoring position, but with 2 outs.
Here it comes. Hit sharply towards the hole. And the throw pulls him off the bag. He is safe.
Well, he's having a heck of a day so far. It's his 3rd hit of the game in this one. They just can't seem to find an answer for him.
Coming to the plate now, here's Morrow. He tripled home a couple in his last at bat. And the first pitch. Back up the middle. Dive by Escobar. He is up. Throw is not in time, and that will be an infield single. And they get that run in.
That big lead just got a little bit bigger, and I have to think this one's just about over.
There's a swing and a liner towards the gap in left field. That one falls. This should bring home Tia. That first run is home. And another run comes through. He'll pull into third. That's a 2 RBI 3-bagger.
Well, they just keep adding to the lead right now. That ought to be enough to carry them through the bottom half of the inning, I think.
And he starts Konerko out. There's a ground ball. And Pierzynski comes in.
Well, that big lead just got a little bit bigger, and I have to think this one's just about over.
Carlos Quentin at the plate with 2 away. He has had a heck of a day thus far, and he's got a chance here to complete the cycle.
Gary, you have to expect he's going to be swinging from the heels. He knows he's going for the cycle.
Hot shot towards the hole, and that'll put him on another hit. And he ends up at second. That's a double. Get to take a look at one here that probably should have ended at first base.
Well, he had the burners on coming out of the batter's box and rounding first base. Great aggressiveness on his part. He didn't let up, and he gets in safely.
No indecision when he got to first base.
That's how you get in safely to second.
And it's Adam Dunn now. Career numbers, .318 batting average against the Royals. Quentin's got second. Konerko's at third. The air hits this one on the ground. Throws to first, side is retired. Boy, a manager loves to see this. They strike for an enormous inning. White Sox continue to run away. And it's Betterman batting. First pitch. It's now 0-1. Watch that fastball go by.
Well, I think right now offensively you've got to start getting base runners, get as many as you can. I mean, you're down a ton, so you don't need big hits, you don't need home runs, you need base runners. Obviously, winning big right now, you just want to go out there, make plays, throw strikes, force them to try to put multiple hits together to get back into this game.
And he takes a called strike.
Some guys really like the low fastball. In this situation, though, he ends up taking the pitch.
Strike 2 called in the hole, 0-2. There's a swing, and that one's hit on the ground. Out number 2.
Down to their final out right here, Gary. So, I mean, they're looking pretty dire at this point. And, but listen, funnier things have happened. They've got to get base runners, though.
And it's Melky Cabrera in the box now. Lifetime, pretty good number, 315 off the White Sox. Hit on the ground. This could be the end.
A tough loss here for this crowd today, but boy, do they see some kind of pitching performance from the visit. White Sox win this in a lopsided victory.
I think you'll agree. When you take to the road, Steve, any win will do, but when you get this kind of offense, it's very...
A great matchup coming up shortly. We'll see the Chicago White Sox as they play against the Kansas City Royals. And it's on 2K Sports.
And a view from inside Kauffman Stadium and that beautiful waterfall here. Favorite spot, this ballpark for power hitters. We've got the American League Central battle going. The Kansas City Royals looking to win one at home. I'm Gary Thorne along with Steve Phillips and John Crock, our analysts, and we are ready to go. 2K Sports MLB. And the starter for Kansas City, as he gets into this White Sox lineup, Steve, a little strategy.
A pretty even matchup right here. Quality right-hander against a quality lineup. And oftentimes we say good pitching beats good hitting. We'll see if that prevails in this one.
Lineup time, and here it is for the White Sox. Scouting pick, John. Who are we looking at today?
Well, if you want a home run or a walk, Adam Dunn's your guy. He's the guy that will take a lot of pitches.
And Alex Rios to lead off. White Sox winning last night. They'd like the opportunity here to maybe make it 2 in a row against Kansas City. Fastball misses away. 1-0. Going back to that last outing, a big win, big offensive game.
Absolutely. Offense was the story in this game, and there's just no chance of containing these bats when they get hot.
Here's the delivery. Ball 3, and you know, with that count, Rios has got a chance to be very selective here. 296 his average last year against the Royals. Line drive. So Rios is set down. Now we'll take a quick look at the Royals and how they line up defensively. So, John, any individual standout?
Well, Jeff Francoeur has been one of the best right fielders in baseball for a long time. He'll go get him, and what he does, though, is he absolutely shuts down a running game. An unbelievably strong, accurate throwing arm that always hits the cutoff man. He's a guy that you want in right field with the game on the line.
Carlos Quentin batting now. There's one down.
Well, 2009 was a bad year for Carlos Quentin offensively, and it looked like 2010 was going to be the same way, but he really turned it around and put up some great numbers in 2010.
Towards the middle. That one's through. First hit of this ball game. And for Carlos Quentin, guys, it was about the swing that he found in June and July. That's when he got it going. Ended up 26 homers, but they only hit 243 in the year.
You know, the one thing about him, he has not been able to play more than 131 games in a season in his career. He seems to get dinged up with some odd injuries here and there. They need him to stay healthy to really get all the production out of his bat.
Quentin's at first. That one's low and away. Ball 1. That one swung on, hit in the air to deep right center field. Now it's 2 away, and they'll hold him at first base. State Farm takes a look at the lineups with a pop in their bat from last season. Number 1, the Blue Jays. The Red Sox 2nd. 3rd, the Yankees. The Twins 4th. And at number 5 on the list, the White Sox.
Well, anybody can be pitched to. The problem is with this
hit up the middle, and Dunn's got himself a single.
Well, coming off that amazing 4-hit performance the last time out, getting his team a win, he's off to another great start already early in this one.
There's a bullet towards third. And Betterman puts that away to retire the side. Out on the mound, we've got Chris Sale. He gets settled in for Chicago. So, Steve, what's in store for these Kansas City hitters today?
I sent a good lefty to the mound in this ball game here, but this is a great lineup. A lineup that can really beat up even some of the best pitchers in the game. So he's going to have to be on top of his game in order to do it and rely upon that movement on his pitches.
And this is bounced foul to the left side. He delivers.
Well, you can tell right there that the batter is in protection mode. Anything close, he's just trying to put it in play. The fact that he fouled it off will keep this at-bat going.
And he fouls off another one. There's a grounder headed to Morrell. And his throw gets him. 1 away. Right now we've got a moment to take a look at the lineup for the Royals. So who are you looking at, John?
But when he gets hot, he can carry a team, and Billy Butler's a guy that can do just that. He can hit the ball out of the ballpark. He can drive and runs. What I like about him is his ability to hit the ball in all fields. Take what the pitcher gives you. Don't try to do too much. The old cliches, Billy Butler puts them to use and produces runs for his team.
And the called strike taken by Aviles. He's hitting .333 lifetime off the White Sox.
And you know, Gary, a lot of times you just see the other team's jersey and you know you have the confidence that you can hit against them.
And he bobbles this thing. It eats him up. Now a quick look for this game of the White Sox and how they are positioned in the field. And how do you like who's out there, John?
Well, a guy that's bounced around throughout his big league career, different positions in the infield. Gordon Beckham is a guy that you put him at one place and let him work at it. He'll be a plus defender, and that's what's happened here. Guy's great at turn to double play, and we know he possesses a strong throwing arm.
And it's going to be Quentin, and he's able to put it away.
Now batting.
Now take a look at the Kansas City Royals rankings last year in the American League. Second batting average, second best in hits. They also showed up in the top 5 in triples, and that's a real credit to their hitting and base running aggressiveness coming out of the batter's box.
And Francoeur has got himself a single.
Perfect situational hitting. This is exactly the time you want to go the other way.
And what we're talking about is taking the ball where it's pitched. It's outside, go the other way. And it's Betterment batting. The fastball is in there. It's 0-1.
In order to throw that fastball away from the hitter, you have to get great extension out in front. Nice job of pitching.
That ball swung on, hit. Rios to field it. And there's the third out. They pick up no runs on a hit, and they leave 2. And in the batter's box, it's Castro. He'll start it off here in the second. Here it comes. Swung on, line to right center field. Castro's got himself a base hit. That's going to bring Brent Morrow to the plate.
Well, we've got a moment to look back to last year's Chicago White Sox and see how they ranked. Second in batting average with runners in scoring position, second in stolen bases, and they showed up in the top 5 in home runs. A power-laden lineup that could drive the ball out of the ballpark. Home run production, a major part of the offense.
There's one, and they get it. They turn 2. And Beckham's in the box. Base is empty with 2 outs. This one's grounded foul wide of first. That swung on, hit on the ground, and that gets through for a base hit.
Well, 2 quick outs in the inning. You think maybe this is one of those quick innings and the other team gets in and they get some momentum, but it keeps the inning alive with that base hit.
Herring settles in.
Now you go back to that injury, Gary, and those are always very difficult ones there. And not much you can do. Sometimes it's just the happenstance of the game that can lead to injury.
Throw will pull him off the bag. He is safe at first. And that's going to plate Alex Rios.
Well, as a pitcher, there's absolutely nothing you can do about this. You hate these type of hits, but he makes a great pitch. The ball just hit in an absolute perfect spot where no one can get to it in time.
Swings, hits this one pretty well. Deep right center. In there, and this is going to be trouble. And they can't cut it off. It'll roll to the wall. And he comes in to score, and they've got the 1-0 lead. And that makes 2 runs in. Tagged at home, and he is out of there. Alex Gordon leading it off.
Number 4, Alex Gordon.
Here's the pitch. And it's going to be Quentin. Comes up with it in his tracks. And a look at next Sunday. It's going to be Carl Crawford and the Boston Red Sox. They play host to the New York Yankees. You can catch that game at 2 o'clock Eastern. And Escobar settles in. Swinging a drive, deep left center. And Quentin picks it up.
Number 27, Ryan.
Pena at the plate. Base is empty and 2 down. Here's a fly ball to straightaway left. That'll do it as they put that one away. Amazingly fast inning outs here.
With the Chicago White Sox, left fielder, number 20, Carlos Quentin.
Here's the first pitch. There's a swing, line drive, center field. And that one is in there, his second hit today. Oh, and he dropped it. He drops that ball. That's going to be an E8. And the lineups with the most home runs around the league last year, courtesy of State Farm. Number 1, the Blue Jays. The Red Sox in second. Third, the Yankees. White Sox fourth. And we've got the Rangers. They are fifth.
Well, this team lives and dies with the home run ball. They were one of the top teams in the league last year at hitting the ball out of the ballpark, and they seem to want to continue that in this season. They have so much power and depth throughout this lineup that every one of these guys can hurt you.
This one is popped up to the left side out of play. No swing. Count goes to 2-2.
Now, big break on this curveball. He starts it in the strike zone, but it falls right out of the zone. Good eye by the hitter not to chase it.
That swung on, line towards the gap in left center. And it gets down. Quentin, good chance to score here. And Quentin's home.
At the plate.
Well, this is a guy right here that was made to hit fastballs, and that's what he looks for, and that's what he got right there. Put a good swing on it. He knew what to do with it for that double.
And Adam Dunn, he'll be looking to drive something in. Just one player picking up after another, Steve. This is a good offensive show going on, and they're climbing the ladder with it.
Boy, so many quality at bats for this offense. The pitcher has to make a pitch here and slam this door shut, or this could get away from him.
A run scores.
The best hitters in the game use the whole field. You have to be able to go the other way, even when the pitch is over the heart of the plate. That's what he does right there.
Guys prolong their career, not with power, but with base hits that are hit that way. And he starts Konerko up. Swung on, that is hit. And he's on now. That's going to be another hit for them. This is a great situation for some offense.
Designated hitter.
What more do you need to see? Now you have to question his confidence. Giving up 3 straight hits. Not much going right out there at this point.
Here's the pitch. Just off the outside, and it's 1-0.
On his last game, came so close to hitting for the cycle. Got the home run and the single and double, but unfortunately just couldn't come up with a triple.
Fastball low, 2-0. Hit on the ground, and he's got it now. Gets one at second, but he'll hang on to that, so they will get one. The season underway for the Royals. We wrap up the Chicago series today. We'll get on the road tomorrow, and they'll be taking on the Tigers, led by Carlos Guillen, a team that will definitely give them a competitive series. That's Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And he lays it down. He'll try to beat it out. Jeffress. And he gets in there, no problem. And they score him. So the rally here energized every new opportunity they take advantage of.
Well, they had the safety squeeze on where the runner kind of holds at third base to make sure the bunt gets down so you don't run into an out in case he misses it. They did get the bunt down. They get the run in.
And Beckham's ground ball. And he's up with it. That's one. Can't get the double play. Butler was there, but not in time. Herring is up now. Singleton scored his last time around. Beckham's on at first base. Base runner at third is Castro. Now the first pitch. Passes on that low outside pitch, 1-0. At the belt, the 1-0. Fastball misses badly. He's behind 2-0. Fastball misses badly. He's in danger of losing him.
Well, you can see what he's doing. He's just pulling that ball away from him, trying to overthrow it, and he can't seem to find the strike zone. He has to be able to rein that thing in right now.
And Pena, setting his target, drops down a bunt. Pena, and he's in there easily. And Castro's home.
Center fielder, number 51, Alex Rios.
For the man on third base and 2 outs, your job is to get that run in no matter what you have to do. That's a good heads-up play, laying down the bunt, hustling down the line. That's good baseball.
And Alex Rios, a swing line to left center. Oh, wow, another hit. They just won't quit. And he'll come in to score.
At the plate.
Well, anytime you hang a slider like that over the middle of the plate, you hope, the only hope you have is that the hitter fouls it off. But not in this case. The hitter jumped all over it.
So Carlos Quentin comes up here with 2 runners on. Show no mercy. When the offense is going, you don't give up at bats, and they're not. Well, this one's pretty well hit to deep left center. That one in the alley. This could be 2 or more. There's the throw. First runner gets in. And he will be tagged out on a play he probably is going to define as bonehead. So they put some distance between them. And welcome to those of you just tuning in. 2K Sports, Major League Baseball. This is Gary Thorne along with Steve Phillips and John Crook. Right now it's Meyer. And that strike starts the 3rd inning here, an 0-1 count. A lifetime number, well, 259 off the White Sox. And that one will head all the way to the backstop for a ball. Now the 2-1 pitch. And he watches a called strike, and that evens it at 2.
Well, purpose pitch right
Up the middle. That one gets through for a base hit. And a chance to check out the schedule for the White Sox. This is their final game with Kansas City. They'll get the homestand started against the Rays. That series bound to be competitive. That series is 4 games. Then they continue the homestand with a series that should be good. The Oakland Athletics. So a lot of home games on the way. The fans will have a chance to see their guys many times over the next couple of weeks. To right center. And in there, base hit. Kansas City gets a shot at it right now. Just kind of lean in, Steve, and slap that thing the other way on that kind of pitch.
Well, you can't pull that pitch. If you do, it's going to be a ground ball to short. You want to punch it to right field. He's one of the best at doing it.
Avila's at the plate. 2nd in hits for the ball club last year. A swing and a fly ball to left center field. That's one out. Ooh, I don't think that was the intended play. They blew that one. Look at our leaderboard brought to you by State Farm. A look at the teams with the most hits when it mattered most. The Twins, number 1. White Sox in 2nd. 3rd spot, the Rangers. 4th, the Red Sox. Number 5, the Royals. That one's drilled to short. There's one. Over to first and safe. Very close play. They will not get the double play. So looking to capitalize on this RBI chance, Jeff Francoeur. 2 men on and 2 men out. Watches that fastball. That goes by him for a strike.
When you can spot your 4-seam fastball to the outside.
Swung on. Hit softly towards the hole. Throw in time. Forces him at 2nd for the 3rd out. They pick up no runs on 2 hits. Afternoon at the ballpark. Pleasant, cool day here. The pitch. Swing, shoots this one towards the gap, right center. This one beyond him. It's going to be extra bases. He's heading for 3rd. And he stops at 3rd with a triple, and there's nobody out. Now a look at how much that triple will help their cause. Here's our win expectancy chart.
It doesn't matter who's on the mound or what they're throwing. These guys can hit it. They are just together, building confidence and whacking at it.
And Adam Dunn to bat. A terrific talent for this team. That gets through. The runner's going to come in to score.
Now coming to bat.
We talk about a guy who's swinging a pretty hot bat right now. His 3rd hit of this ball game, and it comes with nobody out in the inning.
And he starts Konerko out. Swinging a liner to left. One away. And they just tried to hold him there at first.
Coming to bat for the Chicago White Sox.
the batter's box, it's Castro. He has not hit well in this matchup. 188 against the Royals. Back up the middle. And it gets through. Not bad. 2 for 3 today.
Well, just an unbelievable game his last time out. One for the ages, piling up hit after hit after hit. And it doesn't look like he wants to cool off anytime soon.
And the first pitch. Hit in the air to center field. And in there, he's 2 for 3 today. And Dunn's home.
Now coming to bat.
Get to take a look at one here that probably should have ended at first base.
Well, he had the burners on coming out of the batter's box and rounding first base. Great aggressiveness on his part. He didn't let up, and he gets in safely.
No indecision when he got to first base.
That's how you get in safely to second.
Pitch on the way. Swing, hot shot. And that looks like an RBI and a single. And another run comes through. Base hit knock. And a big one. Brings in a couple of runs.
Now he's surrendered 3 straight hits. He's got to bounce back and get this guy. He needs an out.
First pitch to him. Runs up to bunt. Gets this one down. And Pena picks it up. No play on him. He's in there.
Well, this was a sacrifice situation, but the defense just didn't react properly once the ball was on the ground. Now everybody's safe.
1 out. And Alex Rios at the plate.
And a career year in 2010 for Alex Rios. And guys, the most difficult thing in baseball when you're playing is you have a couple bad years, you start doubting yourself. But I think Alex Rios even proved to himself that he's a big league player again.
And the confidence returning, what John was talking about for Alex Rios, with career highs in RBIs and power numbers.
You know, I don't think we can overstate the importance of the mental part of the game. Belief in yourself is so critical to having success. If you have any doubt at all, it can lead to struggle. Well, he's trying to advance the runners with this bunt. He's not bunting for a base hit, but once he got it down, he realized this is going to be a tough play, so he hustled down the line. They couldn't get anybody out.
And it's Carlos hit up the middle. It's gobbled up. Escobar 1.
And wow, that's an even 20 hits for this team in this one. An understatement. They have swung the bats well today.
Number 9 spot at the plate again.
Now, there's going to be some tired arms in that bullpen tomorrow, putting an awful lot of pressure on tomorrow's starter because they're going to burn through this pen today.
Fastball is downstairs. 1 ball, no strikes. Here's the 1-0. Fastball just misses, and he falls behind 2-0.
Well, anytime you have a good fastball and you can keep it down in the zone around the knees or lower, it's great location, and believe me, very difficult to hit.
Gets through. That run's gonna score.
Now coming to bat.
Oh, he's got 3/4 of the cycle covered, and the hardest one out of the way, that tough triple. Let's see if he can hit a home run to complete it.
Here's the first pitch to Dunn. Swings on that first pitch, misses the fastball. 0-1. And not a lot of expectations here. Just a 182 lifetime average against Tejeda. Can't catch up with it. 0-2.
The best pitch in baseball is the fastball down and away, and if you can execute it, you can be very effective. That's why he got the swing and the miss.
Fouled away by Dunn. There's a swing and a smash. And there's the third out. They break this thing open. An enormous inning here. White Sox continue to run away with this ball game. And it's Benjamin batting. First pitch. Plays off that one inside. Ball 1.
Well, Gary, into the 4th inning right here now. They've gotten 3 hits in this one, so they've had a few base runners, but they haven't been able to lump them together to be able to generate any runs so far.
Swing and a rocket toward short. 1 away. On the State Farm leaderboard, look at those teams who had the highest average last year. The Rangers number 1, the Royals 2nd, in 3rd the Twins, Tigers 4th, and it's the Red Sox number 5.
One of the top hitting teams in baseball last year will be on display in this game today. And these guys, when they step out of the dugout, they're swinging the bats. These guys can put the ball in play, and they all hit for a high average.
And Escobar settles in.
I saw the ball well last night, picking up 2 base hits in that game.
2 outs and nobody on. First pitch on the way. Fastball in there, 0-1. Strike 2 from Sale, so he's got him set up to work against him. Here's the pitch. Line drive. Beckham able to pull that one in. And they go quietly offensively in this half inning. Nothing across. And if you just joined us, our broadcast of Major League Baseball on 2K Sports with John Kruk and Steve Phillips. I'm Gary Thorne. And it's Paul Konerko now. And the elite home run leader in the top 5 last season. And in the batter's box, it's Castro. He had a single in his last time up. And here's the first one. Swung on, hit in the air to right center. In there, and this is going to be trouble. All the way to the wall. Castro, he's headed for third. And he'll stop at third. That's a 3-bagger. Let's see how much that triple adds to their win expectancy on the WPA graph. Coming to the plate now, here's Morrill. 2 for 3 thus far. Base runner at third is Castro. And the first pitch. Watches a fastball that's in there. 0-1.
Well, this offense just keeps on going. I mean, blowing them out here. Now another runner in scoring position with 1 out. They've got to bear down to try to get out of this inning without giving up runs, Gary.
Butler will make the play.
I think everybody caught by surprise right here. The manager maybe have been caught by surprise as well. I think he would have preferred him to swing the bat in that situation and pick up the RBI. But either way, he's on base and the rally goes on.
And Beckham's in the box.
And you wonder if Beckham suffered from the sophomore slump, or were the expectations just a little bit too high for a guy coming in with what people thought was going to be an all-star caliber player.
Well, you also wonder regarding Beckham whether or not that move in the infield, third base to second, impacted on his overall game.
You know, Gary, I think that could have affected him, but I think the overall issue for him was he had nothing to fall back on in his struggles. He made it so quickly to the big leagues. When he struggled, he didn't have that experience to fall back on.
He snares it. Over to second for 1. Can't get the double play. Butler was there, but not in time. Herring in the batter's box. Drove in a run earlier in the game. Runners at first and third with 2 away. First pitch on the way. Line fair down the line and right. Rolling into the corner. That's going to be extra bases. And Castro's home. And a second run is across the plate. He'll pull into third. That's a 2 RBI 3-bagger.
Number 51, Alex Rios.
Well, you talk about a guy who's just wearing out the opposition. That's a 4-hit day for him. He is locked in.
And he starts Rios out. First pitch, a changeup outside, 1-0. Batting average for him, we look at last year, it was just .211 against the Royals in Kansas City. Headed for the middle. And in there, the White Sox will score.
Well, they just can't figure out a way to get this guy out. That's now 4 hits for him in this game.
Here's the pitch. First pitch way out of the zone, ball 1.
Trying to get the ground ball out, you throw that 2-seam fastball away from the hitter, trying to get him to reach and roll over it. He laid off of it here.
Quinton gets good wood on that. That's caught. Side is retired. They pick up 4 hits in the inning and 3 runs across the plate. White Sox continue to run away with it. Pena at the plate.
Number 37.
Here's the first pitch. Hit in the air to left center. And that's going to be a base hit for Pena.
Well, anytime you get your first hitter up in the inning, big things could happen. It opens up a lot of holes in the defense, and it makes it a lot easier to hit for the guys behind you.
Right now it's Meyer. Swung on and hit. It's going to be Quinton. 1 away now.
Stepping up to the plate for the Kansas City Royals, the
It's going to be Kane now.
Let's see if he shows a little more discipline at the plate tonight. Struck out twice in that game yesterday. Just expanded the strike zone. He's got to get more focused.
0-1 count as that started off with a strike.
Well, outstanding pitching effort so far here. I mean, he's left 3 runners on base in this game. I mean, but he's just shutting down this lineup, and when he needs to make a pitch, he seems to always find a way to do it.
Now it's popped up behind home plate. Had a look at that one, but can't come up with it. Here's the delivery. Fastball in there, struck him out on number 2.
With 2 strikes, the hitter has to protect the whole plate. It's very difficult to do, especially when they throw that heater up and in.
Avila's at the plate. One of the best hitters this team had last year. 2 outs and a man on first. Out on the mound, we've got Will Ullman as they make the pitching swap.
Well, if it were me, I'd leave the starter in the game. I think you're taking him out too early right now. I'd go to the bullpen a little bit later.
Drilled towards third. Morrow will grab this one, and that will retire the side. No. Runs on a hit, and they'll strand him. No runs yet for Kansas City. Catcher up to the plate. He has had a heck of a day thus far, and he's got a chance here to complete the cycle.
Now, Gary, you have to expect he's going to be swinging from the heels. He knows he's going for the cycle.
The first pitch. A line drive toward short. And it gets down. Hit after hit. They just keep on coming. He's got 4 today.
Well, with that hit right there, he's got the single covered, a double covered, and the triple covered. Let's see if he can go yard to complete the cycle.
Runner on for Adam Dunn. Here's the first pitch to Dunn. Swings and misses. The good change right there. 0-1.
Today, he'd love to duplicate what he did last night when he picked up 4 big base hits.
Up the middle. And Dunn's got himself a single. Runner around second. He's heading for third. Take a look at the teams who led in stolen bases last year. Brought to you by State Farm. Number 1, the Rays. White Sox in second. In the third spot, the A's. Mariners 4th. And we've got the Rangers. They are 5th.
Well, most teams have one guy who can steal bases. This team has a bunch of guys who can run. Last year, one of the top teams in the league at stealing bases. And you think, well, we got one base stealer out. Well, as soon as he gets out, here comes another. Seems like every time someone's on base, they have the ability to steal bases. Way too much pressure for the opposition.
And this at bat already 0-1. First pitch was a strike.
Pretty good pitch right there. He's teasing him just barely in the strike zone. Looks like it might break down for a ball, but it stays right there. By the time you recognize, too late to put a good swing on it, and you swing and miss.
Pena setting up. It misses at the shins. 1-2.
Good spot there, just down a little bit out of the zone. Tried to get him to chase. He wouldn't go for it.
Fastball swung out and missed. Struck him out. One away.
Let's watch K-Cam. Take a look at the two-seam fastball.
Good job of keeping him guessing by changing speeds out there.
And boy, John, you saw the effect of that swing. He wasn't even in the same time zone.
Well, going from off-speed to a heater like that is never easy, and even guys that make the big bucks have a hard time adjusting.
And in the batter's box, it's Castro. 250 average lifetime. That's 1 for 4 against Tejeda. The pitch. Castro. It's going to be fouled off. Tries to ring him up with a fastball away, but it's 1-2. Swing, that one hit. This one to Francoeur. That's the second out of the runners on the move. And 2, a double play. They pick up no runs on 2 hits and strand 1. And coming up, we'll see the Royals. And it's Billy Butler to lead it off. Top 5 hits last year. Swing and a liner to right center. And that gets down. Butler on first. And he gets in there easily. And that's going to bring Jeff Francoeur up.
Well, you want consistency, especially with your better players. And obviously one of the leaders last year to this offense, his big bat in the middle of the lineup. So they want him to get it done again.
And that's by him 0-1. Career numbers 1 for 2 against Ullman. There's a swing and a line drive. Beckham turns 1. Decides not to try for the double play. Hangs onto it. And it's Betterman batting. Lined out in his last at bat. Runner at first with 1 down. Here's the first pitch. Takes that high one for a strike. 0-1.
That's a good fastball right there. He blew that one right by him.
He delivers. Swung on and missed. Strike 2. Swing and a miss on the fastball. Second out in the inning.
We got a second now to see the 4-seam fastball in K-Cam.
And I think last couple of pitches he faced, it didn't seem like he was ready for that fastball.
Yeah, he got some off-speed pitch the previous pitch, but you should be able to expect to get the bat on that heater, especially with 2 strikes.
Swings and misses the slider. 0-1. Smashes that one towards the shortstop. Throws on to first in time to retire the side. So they're shut down again. That's 6 shutout innings so far. This looks serious enough, Steve, that he may have to come out of this ball game. That's tough.
Well, with the medical staff going out there, I don't think he's going to be able to return and stay in the game.
Got a couple of RBIs thus far.
Brent Morel.
First pitch, here it comes. Morel grounds it. Butler will make the play. And that's out number 1 as he takes it to the bag. And Beckham's in the box. His career batting average, .216 against the Royals.
There's really no explanation of why he has trouble against this team, but he struggles against every pitcher.
Here's the pitch. Missed. Ball 1.
Nobody on base right now with 1 out, and that's what you need. You need outs and maybe a break from base runners for a little bit here. How about a quick inning to get back in and score some runs?
Hit sharply down the line. 2 down.
Up to the plate for the Chicago White Sox. Number 61. Whitey.
Hunt batting now. Base is empty with 2 outs. Off the plate with a fastball, and it's 1-0. Here's the 1-0. Slider is low, 2-0. On the way. Here's a swing and a line drive. And there's Escobar. Pulls it in for the third out. Alcides Escobar leading it off. Lined out last time up. And here's the first one. That ball swung on, hit. Rios to field it. And that falls for a base hit.
Well, this guy's got a lot of speed over there at first base, and it's not going to be surprised to see him off and running to try to steal this base.
Pena at the plate. Runner on first. Starts him out with a fastball for a strike.
Outstanding mechanics right there. He gets all of his body into the pitch. Great velocity on it. Ball. Strike away.
Misses for a ball to even things at 1. The pitch. Sharp bite to that slider. 1-2. Pena's going to foul that one away. The 1-2 pitch. There's a ground ball. He's up with it. 1 and 2. Double play. Here's a look. 4-6-3 on the double play.
Now, that's the way they teach you, whether you're at second base or shortstop. One fluid motion, get it out of the glove and get rid of it.
Right now it's Meyer. 1 for 2 in the ball game. 2 outs, bases empty. First pitch. Fastball, 0-1.
Well, they set up down and away, they throw it down and away. That's how you can be effective as a major league pitcher.
Line drive, and Przinsky takes care of that one. And a frustrated lineup indeed. That's now 7 shutout innings. And Alex Rios to lead off. He's 4 for 5 in this game.
He's driven in 4 runs. Good production offensively, and that's why they're ahead.
And he starts Rios out. That's swung on a liner here. And in there's another one. That is his 5th hit of the ball game. That's going to bring Carlos Quentin up.
And that is hit number 5 in this ball game for him. Have a day, young man.
Flew out last time. So Juan Pierre will come up. He'll grab a bat and hit here.
It's nice to have somebody coming off the bench that can run a little bit. He can come in and pinch run, or he can get a rally started and potentially score a big run in a situation.
First pitch he let go by, and it was a ball. 1-0.
A pitch like that just locks the hitter up when it's in on the hands.
This one's over at the knee level. 2-1.
You can really stay out of big trouble in the big inning if you can spot your fastball down in the zone.
Foul! That's hit foul by Pierre. Missed inside with a fastball. The count runs full.
Well, that pitch just took off right there and exploded out of the pitcher's hand. Kept it just a little bit inside, though. Tough pitch to hit. Good job by the hitter to lay off.
Ball 4. They tried to paint the corner, Gary, but he wasn't able to do it. Ball 4.
Number 3 slot up again here. Johnny gets going here against these White Sox bats. What are you expecting?
Well, versatility is what you think of when you think of Zach Miner. He can start. He can come in out of the bullpen. Thing about you're going to notice about him is he's not going to overpower you. He's not going to challenge you in the middle of the plate with the fastball. He's a guy who hits the corners. He's not going to put you on base. You're going to have to earn it, but you have to be patient with him.
Circle change there. Misses. 1-1. Lined right at the second baseman. And there's one. Back to first, not in time. Not quick enough on the relay. And Adam Dunn, he'll be looking to drive something in. He has 7 hits, 22 career ABs against the Royals. Runners at first and third, 1 away. Here's the first pitch to Dunn. He makes contact, line drive. And he's going to hang on to it. No relay, so they will not get the double play.
A.J. Brzezinski.
Chance to drive in a run, A.J. Brzezinski. Struck out swinging his last time up. Swing and lined up the middle. And in there, the White Sox will score.
Now batting.
Get to take a look at one here that probably should have ended at first base.
Well, he had the burners on coming out of the batter's box and rounding first base. Great aggressiveness on his part. He didn't let up, and he gets in safely.
No indecision when he got to first base.
That's how you get in safely to second.
Here's the first pitch. And there's ball one.
And when he can keep that thing down and away, it's nearly impossible to hit.
Pauses, and now the 1-0. Here's a swing and a line drive. Vaults himself way up in the air to pull that one in. Wow. So they pick up a run on 2 hits, and they leave a couple. And if you are just tuning in, hi, Gary Thorne along with John Kruk, Steve Phillips. We bring you Major League Baseball on 2K Sports. And in there, second hit for him in the ball game in his 4th plate appearance. And that will bring Mike Aviles to the plate.
Number 30.
Well, a great job right there by the first hitter in this inning to get on base. And, you know, a lot of big innings are started with that first guy getting on. And you have 1 or 2 big innings in a game, and that can be the difference in the outcome.
So Aviles is retired. Here's a look at the hitting champions from around the league last year, courtesy of State Farm. Ichiro number 1. Robinson Cano is 2nd. 3rd is Adrian Beltre. 4th, Billy Butler. And Nick Markakis, he's number 5.
Well, the more people you get on base, the more chance you have of scoring runs. And this guy can do it as good as anyone. He can hit, and that's what he does. He puts the ball in play. He makes things happen, but he seems to get a lot of hits. That's why he was one of the best at it last year in all of baseball. Gets on base, and he scores runs.
And it's Jeff Francoeur now. He went 0 for 1 last year off Oman. There's a bullet towards 3rd. Morrow will grab this one, and that will retire the side. Only 5 pitches to get out of that inning. That'll rest your man. The Royals unable to get on the board. Leading it off, Brent Morrow. Working on a fine ball game, 3 for 5 to this point.
The couple of RBIs, major factors as to why they have a lead here, Gary.
First pitch on the way. Got on and missed 0-1.
Boy, he's got some kind of sinker ball right there. It looks like it's starting at the knees, and it drops right down to the ankles.
Hit sharply down the line. Makes its way through for a single.
Coming to bat.
Well, he just continues to swing a hot bat in this one. Is that 4 hits for him now? Yes, it is.
And Beckham's in the box. Grounded out his last time through. That brings up Mark Teahan. He's going to come on as a pinch hitter.
Well, it's a luxury for the manager having a lefty coming off the bench like this guy. They go to him here, hoping it's the right move against the right-handed pitcher.
Sinker misses badly, 1-0. Drops down a bunt. Picked up by Pena.
Well, this was a sacrifice situation, but the defense just didn't react properly once the ball was on the ground. Now everybody's safe.
Hunt gets a turn here. Lined out last time up. Now the first pitch. First pitch is a slider in there, 0-1. The pitch. Trying to bunt his way on board. Misses. It's a strike. Nope.